Yeah.
Oh, you could have did.
Hey, this is your girl, Truth Slayer, with Sophisticated Honey. Hi, Tiffany Black. We're just gonna just do a run now. We're not gonna be long of the verdict.
Yeah.
And yes, yes.
And it's 4:22. I'm finna smoke a little something.
Okay, let me run down this real quick. It's a lot of people covering this. Um, and that's good. I think it's good that it's being, dominated, talked about because it was hard to watch when it did happen. So let me just give a little quick down of what the how it went down. Okay, let's read it. The jury delivered the verdict after more than 10 hours of deliberation. The maximum penalty for second degree unintentional murder is 40 years in prison. Sentencing will be handed down in 8 weeks. Chauvin's bail was revoked and he was remanded in custody. Oh, Lord, I missed the whole first part.
Yes, girl. Do not pass go.
The
Do not
jury,
collect
hold
200
on, hold
dollars.
on,
Yeah.
hold on. The jury also found Chauvin guilty of third-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter, but the second degree takes precedence since it was the highest charge.
Mm, 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 mm.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and you can correct me, honey, this was about 11 months ago. I think this happened in May of last year. May.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Memorial Day last year.
Uh-huh. So where you want to start, honey? And thank you, Tiffany Black. Tiffany
What do you
is
mean?
on the floor.
We starting at it's about 10. That's where we gonna start at.
All right now.
We are grateful to God that
Yeah.
this came down in our favor because it didn't it could have went, you know,
Uh-huh.
the past has shown that it can easily flip. The fact that it did go in our favor shows that the tide is changing. It's just that simple. It's changing, but it's time.
It is.
I mean, he was too comfortable, way too comfortable in what
Hold
he
on a
did.
minute.
Uh huh.
We got our girl Mike Two Cents coming up here. Running late, but she's
Hey.
let's shade her. Running late. We gonna shade her. But she here.
Mm-mm.
Well, hello to you too as well.
I ain't in there.
But you know what? Before you get next, I want to tell you something. I found out I didn't know this. I heard Reverend Al Sharpton said this is the first time in what is Minneapolis history that a police officer, I don't know if he said white, but I know he said police officer, has been found guilty of murder
Yes.
in the state. The history. I didn't know that.
Hmm.
I think it's interesting.
Now you know why he was so comfortable.
Yeah, it makes sense. I had no idea.
Tiffany Black says, I apologize in advance for my opinions.
She
What are
gave
you?
me, hold up a minute. She gave me, I spoke to her in the chat before we started, and she
Uh-huh.
said that she has an unpopular opinion. And I told her the good thing about, no, Tiffany, I said the good thing about over here is we welcome all opinions as long as they're respectful. That's what makes a good debate.
Well, I came in a
Yeah, no,
little
I
bit
didn't want
late,
to
but I'm
say.
just, in a nutshell, what was her opinion?
She didn't tell me. I
Oh,
asked
she did. Oh,
her.
she hadn't said.
Let
Okay.
me go
Okay.
back up. She just said I asked her if she wanted to join, and she said that she didn't really care about the verdict. And she said, what she said is that she probably has an unpopular opinion. So I
Oh,
know
I mean,
that's
yeah, I was interested because, as you know, I often too have unpopular opinions
Tiffany.
about different things. So I was really just curious.
Well, I'm gonna ask you, Tiffany, put in the chat. You got time while we yapping it up. In a nutshell, what if you give your opinion? You're enjoying, baby. Ooh, that's the problem over here about me dropping this link. Y'all know how this link go. I tell you what, I need your, and I don't want to put it out.
Um,
You know how I have to do it.
I mean, if you do, let me. I'm gonna mute myself.
No, no, I can't get it.
I gotta find another device. So,
Okay. Um, Tiffany, I can't. I have a problem dropping my link. I'm trying to figure out. See, I usually send the link. I can send it through your email, and I don't want to put you out there like that to put your email in here. But I would love. You know what? What you can do is I have Tracy's phone number. Hey Rizzo, call Tracy and
Hi, Rizzo.
text Tracy your email, Tiffany, and I email it to you that way, baby, because I got her number.
hey Rizzo, what's up?
What's up? Yes, but you know what I had said, and we gonna get into this. I really was so nervous because I said, "Oh Lord, if this is a not guilty verdict, this country gonna be on fire." I just knew this was gonna be bad. And the truth is, the country is just opening up. The economy is just coming back. I didn't want to see that site. You gave me. I gave you my email. Wait a minute. You did, didn't you? Wait. You talking about who's in Tracy's chat? I don't know what I wrote it on, baby. Hold on a minute, y'all. Let me here. Okay, go ahead. My 2 cents. Oh, she muted. Go ahead, honey. Let
Here
me
we go.
see. Mm-hmm.
What I was
What'd you say?
saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like the tide is turning, and I think they're paying attention to the number of lives that this is affecting or it has affected. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so the fact that this is the first in history in Minneapolis,
Mm-hmm.
that says a lot. That says a hell of a lot if
I
they've
know.
been getting away with it this long.
I was shocked and surprised by that.
But
I
it
don't
just
know.
goes to show they're comfortable, they're complacent to what's happening. So, it's not to be expected. But
Y'all go
based
ahead.
on that,
Y'all go
based
ahead and
on,
talk. I gotta step out for a second. Handle it. Y'all go ahead.
based on that, it just also goes to show that people are tired. They tired of seeing this same repetitive thing, and it's happening too often.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, the realness of it is there in previous cases, there should have been convictions of police
Hmm.
officers before today.
Because
For people that others have murdered,
yes,
right?
but
So
he's
it should
done
have
it
happened
quite a
before
few times.
today and brought justice to other people's families as well.
Hmm.
But you know, I'm really I'm relieved. I'm happy about it. And I mean, I just don't. I can't even imagine what it feels like to be a member of that family. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
having to have gone through this.
And
So
to see their family member, um, to see their family member, die over and over again,
right.
that's gotta be traumatizing. Um, Tiffany, question: why don't you believe George Floyd died from this situation? Just a question. And he is going to jail. He might not have been to jail before. Derek Chauvin or whatever his name is. Um, but he going to jail. Second degree murder, boo. He going to jail.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
didn't
for
he didn't get
sure.
found guilty of one charge. He got found guilty of all charges. So he's
I mean,
going to
of
do
course,
some
they're
time.
prepared to appeal, but
Right. He probably won't do the kind of time that say somebody else might do. Oh, homie going to jail. Exactly. No human could stand that pressure for 8 minutes. But Tiffany, it was more than 8 minutes. Come to find out, according to the coroner, it was closer to 10. It was almost 10 minutes.
9 minutes. Well, 9 minutes 29 seconds.
Hello? So who everybody said the same thing. Nobody would be able to withstand someone being on your neck, stopping you
Absolutely
from
not.
actually constricting your air because your windpipe is right there. She said, my father worked for the FBI for my entire life. What they tell the public is not what they actually do. I'm confused. What do you mean? What they tell the public? That wasn't nothing to be told. We saw that.
For real.
We
I mean,
witnessed
this.
that whole thing. A 9-year-old child witnessed that. A 9-year-old little girl witnessed that and cried on the stand saying, I heard the paramedics say, get off of him. Now, why did it take a child to even realize what they were doing was wrong? I don't care how big that man was, he didn't deserve to be done like that. Guinness Book
Absolutely
of
not.
World Records says the longest time a human can go without breath is 2 minutes 30 seconds. So, if you say that out your mouth, that's Guinness World Book of Records, you still don't believe that was the cause of his death?
Okay, y'all, I'm back. I apologize.
I'm not
Um,
going off on you, Tiffany. I'm just saying, if that man was on him for almost 10 minutes, that was overkill. Period.
wait a minute. Y'all got to catch me up. I'm reading.
I
Tiffany's.
asked Tiffany why didn't she believe that that situation was the cause of George Floyd's death.
Hey, Tracy's World.
Hi, Tracy. What?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to step out. I didn't know there was grilling outside.
Oh. Oh.
Girl, somebody came and got my cigarette lighter. I went to get it. They got a whole thing going on outside. But I digress.
Use the grill.
No, I thought it was actually just gonna cook some hamburgers on the
I'm doing that
stove.
right now for myself.
No, they're doing steaks and burgers and stuff. Doing a whole body.
Tell Rodney, send me some.
Mm-mm.
Tell Mr. True Slayer, I need mine. I need mine.
Okay, what the Tiffany says, I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
And but that's the thing. I'm open to all. I don't have to agree with an opinion. I'm open to all opinions.
Tiffany said he will probably be out here in Iowa with me. What, in the prison system?
Mm,
Because everybody saw that. Everyone saw that happen to that man. There's no place he could go to. Okay, because he's not going to a federal, he's going to a state. Homie going.
you know what? You said somebody, one of y'all said something that touched me. It was every time they showed that on TV, the actual knee in his neck. I just
Mhm.
I just would turn. It just it was just so much. And imagine his family. seeing
And
that.
that's what I said. Can you? That's got to be traumatizing to
Yeah,
watch your family member die over and over again.
yeah.
He's going to prison, Tiffany. Two
Well,
cops did it. Two cops did almost the same thing in Michigan. They went to a federal prison because they were cops. Please understand that. But they went to prison. They didn't go to a Michigan prison, but they went to prison.
you know what though? The thing is, and we were talking about this. The officer that just did the kill pulled out the gun instead of the taser. What 10 miles?
Girl, bye.
I said, I guarantee you, her attorneys are watching this case.
Hell yeah. Because the outcome of this case is going to make up hers.
Wait a minute. Tiffany says, "Why does? Hold on a minute. Can y'all read it? I gotta read it, please. While I answer.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Why does the knee
Uh-huh.
in his back, on his wait a minute, and on his legs not upset people? Um,
It was on his neck.
wait, hold on, hold on.
Thank you, God.
It was the entire. Okay,
Mm.
let me speak for me. It was all of it. It
Yeah.
was the entire thing. It was the other 3 to 4 officers who stood by and
Mhm.
said nothing, did nothing, didn't even tap him on the goddamn shoulder to say, "Hey man, get up off of him, son." You know what I mean? They
But it
were
was
they were
one.
complacent. They were complicit with his actions. So
Yeah.
yes, the ones who held his legs and shit were just as guilty as
Yeah.
Chauvin is.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. They helped that man murder him. It was
Exactly.
one that did speak out and say, shouldn't we be turning him on his side? And he said, leave him alone.
Do y'all think that
It
this?
was cold blooded
Murder.
murder
I
in
have
broad daylight.
I have a question. Do you guys think? And now, be honest. Your personal opinions. Do you guys think that that part of the verdict being part of the guilty verdict was because of pressure from the outside? Those jurors did not want to see chaos, or do you think they really had
No,
convictions?
No, I don't think that. I believe that the state proved their case beyond a reasonable doubt. Period.
I think the state could have did a little bit more, like force him on the stand.
I agree.
How can you force
Okay?
someone on the stand? That's his Fifth Amendment.
I understand that. But for you to do what you did,
What
I feel like you need to face the jury and tell them why you did it. I feel like his somebody should have been had a knee on his neck and forced him on the stand for the simple fact you took this man's life. We want to know why you took this man's life.
Okay.
Why did you feel the need to take this man's life?
Now, remember, this is, I'm just going to play the role of a little bit of light devil's advocate. First of all, the job of the defense attorney is to give him the best defense possible, whether he's innocent or guilty. And so, to me, that would have been the worst thing he could have done was to get on that stand. To me, if I was representing him,
I
because
got what you're saying.
that's
I
all
get
I'm
what
saying.
you're saying, Stacy, but I'm just saying, if you were smug enough to take that man's life, he wouldn't even look at the video when the prosecution was breaking it down. Okay? He
Well, maybe
wouldn't
that,
even look at
maybe,
the video of your cocky behind telling this man, you a big man now, huh? Who's the
but
big
you know
man now?
what? Maybe
You know
that
what
was,
I'm saying? He
well,
wouldn't
honey,
even face that.
maybe that was a strategy that the defense attorney, like, okay, to look away. Maybe that was meant to, for the jurors to convey
No,
remorse.
it wasn't.
I don't know.
You got to understand when the defense attorney showed something from that video, he watched it. But when the prosecution broke that video down and showed it each time, the prosecution showed portions of that video, he did not look.
It might have been a strategy for him not to look at it. I don't know.
He should have been made to look at that because you looked in them people's cameras when them people was telling you you was killing that man and you could care less. So if you the big man, okay, that you could take a life on camera, then how about you get your strong ass up here and let us know why you did this. Why did you feel the need to do this? What protocol was or procedure was you following? Because it sure wasn't that police policy.
His own.
Thank you.
Possible. I'm just saying. One of the witnesses that the defense called, because I think they only called 5, and the state called 38. I took notes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. I got Tiffany's thing.
You a piece of crap.
Yeah, I'm gonna send Tiffany a link, and so she can, I guess, explain to y'all her thing. Her thing. Y'all continue while I do this, please.
And Tiffany probably right. He probably will be in Iowa somewhere. But at the same time, he gonna be in jail in Iowa. Hope he don't drop the soap, homie. Cause tonight they gonna be watching him. Tonight he will be watched. For fear of. And it ain't him hurting himself, it's somebody hurting him. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody saw that. I don't care where he goes in the country. Everybody saw that. If they watched the news, they saw it. Hell, a 9-year-old little girl knew better, and she saw it.
I doubt very seriously he's gonna live happily ever after. I mean that's come on now. Come on.
Happily ever after. No, bro.
Absolutely not.
This will not
and
be.
I mean, I hope Joyce. I hope his. I hope that. I hope his. I hope he haunts his ass day in and day out.
Tiffany, check your email.
I add something this. Add something this.
Oh Lord.
We do know that there will be appeals coming. We realize that.
I don't think it's over. I don't think it's going to be over. Okay? But he's going to do time. She said it doesn't have to be appealed. He gonna appeal it because he gonna waste some time.
No, it doesn't have to be, but they're going to.
But he's going to try it because he don't want to be where he's seeing everybody else.
Okay, y'all. Here's Tiffany, y'all. Okay, Tiffany's coming up, y'all, and y'all here we go for discussion. Hey, Tiffany.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're good.
Doing great.
Somebody has the window open. You got a window open, Tiffany? There's an echo.
It's probably because let me just unplug you from my TV. I got you playing on my TV and then I'm on my phone. Okay, I unplugged it totally.
Okay.
So, it should be fine.
You ready to defend this?
No, I'm not defending it. I'm not defending it.
Just explain it.
I don't think that it's a situation to begin with. It's nothing. I've seen this happen so many times. It's crazy. Like when you grow up in a military family and listening to like members of authority, like the FBI. My daddy, what he's retired from the FBI. He was in the he was in the Marine Corps, and we traveled my whole life. I lived in France. I lived in Puerto Rico. I lived in a lot of different places that I won't even name right now. But yeah, he did that, and he was good at what he did and whatever. And now I live in Iowa. I'll just let you ponder over that. But because what? Why am I in Iowa? Okay, just think about that. But anyway, the things that this government comes up with, and the things that they do to distract you, and the way that they will lie to you, they can tell you anything. They will tell you that somebody is in jail forever, and they don't really have to be. They really don't. Not when it comes to a white person, especially. Like, Bill Cosby is in jail and whatever, and R. Kelly is in jail or whatever. It don't work the same way for white people as it does for black people. They will tell you anything. Nothing about that case even made sense. I remember the day that it happened. I was looking at it and the man was on the ground or whatever. And I'm like, it's no way they could be on his neck this long and his back and his legs and he's still moving around. Like this, none of that don't even make no sense. But I know to everybody else, y'all believe it's real. Y'all believe he's gonna go to jail. Whatever, believe it. But I've heard these conversations in my life. I've heard them laugh and talk about people. It's the same way the white woman said that she walked into Botham John's home and she thought it was her apartment. Come on. Then the same white lady said she thought she was reaching for her her yeah, her thing, but it was her gun. Yeah, they do this. This is what they do. Nothing that they tell you is real, especially when it comes down to a white person. Nothing about the situation even makes no sense. Look at how big George Floyd was, and look at that gold casket that Floyd Mayweather bought. It don't seem like he could fit in there. I'm just saying. Nothing about this situation even seems real to me, and I've seen it happen so many times. I have been privy to conversations amongst these people. I probably don't even need to be talking about this crap, but it's true. These people will tell you anything, and it won't really happen. Come on now. We sat around here as black people and we let Trayvon Martin's killer become a millionaire. Nobody did anything or said anything. So they said, well, we got to make them think that they won something. They gave us this one. Come on, this is nothing. That man is not going to nobody's jail. I'm sorry, but if that's going to help black people sleep at night and make them feel good, then fine. It's fine with me. It's no sweat off of nobody's back. It's not no sweat off of nobody's back. And then the family done got so much money from all of these celebrities. And you got to think people I want y'all to think about this right here. Everything is about money. Everything is about money. We had people in freaking England, people in France. The love of my life live in France, by the way. Tracy know about him. Anyway, we got people in all of these countries that donated to Black Lives Matter because they didn't know who else to donate to. They didn't know the family personally or anything. So many people made so much money off of this. Now you got Tamika Mallory and my son, and you got the lady that's over the Black Lives Matter buying a $3.4 million home and everything. This was all about money. That's what it was about.
Well, hold on, wait a minute.
Serious right now? You for
Tiffany,
real, huh?
Tiffany.
I'm so for real. I'm so for real.
Child,
Because
Okay, wait a
I've
minute.
heard this. I have been in living rooms, in kitchens. I have been in the FBI office in Washington, D.C. with my daddy because I'm a daddy's girl. And I have heard these conversations. And I know how it goes. How is it that all of a sudden after this George Floyd thing that didn't make no sense, now Tamika Mallory is on the Grammys and my son too, and I ain't never had no money.
You're gonna have to go. This one
How
right here.
how does that happen? It's about money. It wasn't about no death, and it ain't definitely ain't about no justice. It's
Okay.
about money.
Okay, Tiffany. Tiffany.
Yeah.
How old are you, dear?
How old am I? I was
Yeah.
born, I'll give you my born date. It was November 17th, 1984. So
Okay.
I'm 36 years old.
Okay. Tiffany, there was a case in Michigan, Detroit, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has feedback. I said that.
I'm a mute, so I know it is not me. I'm a mute while she's talking, and then when you want me to talk, then I'll unmute.
Okay. There was a case. The name was Malice Green. There were two white officers that killed that black man. Because Detroit is such a large metropolis, those men went to jail. There's no question about that. They were even interviewed from the fucking prison. So they do go, okay? They go, baby. They definitely go. All right. So this situation right here that just happened, that probably happened probably 30 years ago. Okay. This situation that's happening right now with George Floyd was something that was happening because just this year alone, just this year, okay, we're not even talking about in the last year. I'm talking about it's April 2021. There have already been 200, count them, officer involved shootings that involved black people. Folks tired of this, okay? 200 just this year, and we're only 4 months in. Folks tired of it.
And right there in the same place, they just did it again. They not tired.
Exactly.
They not tired. They don't care. If it was
Because,
any real consequences and repercussions, would they be constantly
and
doing
that's
it?
what we were saying earlier. Nobody, no cop in the history of Minneapolis, I mean, in Minnesota, has ever been prosecuted and found guilty of murdering a black man there. So, this happening now shows folks tired of this crap. They tired of it. Even that situation that just happened, that whether it happened in December, but with the military, girl, that was a black Latino. Folks tired of it. They weren't supposed to touch that man. They were supposed to call his superior and military police to handle whatever issue was going on with that man. They were not supposed to touch him. They tired of it. It's happening too often, way too often. So, yeah, you might be privy to certain things that you've heard in the past or saw in the past, but baby, it's changing. And it's changing right before your eyes.
Well, that's good. It's a
It's
good
time.
thing.
It's
It's a
time.
good thing. It's a good thing. And I hope that that's going to be the popular belief because that's what they want. And I hope that they accomplish that because if they don't accomplish that, then it's really gonna get bad out here. So I hope that they definitely do accomplish that or whatever. And people really do think that this is some kind of justice or whatever, even though you got the thing with Deontay that just happened, and it's not gonna be no justice for that. Where is Black Lives Matter for him? Where is the burning down of the buildings and the everything for him? Where
For
is the
who?
big uproar?
For
Where is
who?
my son and Tamika the boy that just got hurt
They were
in the same place?
protesting. They
Where
just
where is
passed a
he?
law in Minnesota that said if they protest unlawfully, they gotta have a damn permit
You
to
got an echo.
protest.
Hey, Simplicity the honey. You got something open. You got an echo.
I don't have nothing open.
It's just you and her up there. I don't have anything on.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even have my phone on. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, wait a minute. My 2 cents had dropped off. She back. Wait a minute. Tiffany Blake. You talking about the boy? What's his name that just got killed?
Yeah.
Deontay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, what would they need? Everything so far is in order. The lady has lost her job and she's been charged. So if everything has been done appropriately so far, why would Tamika Mallory and my son need to be out there protesting?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
All right. So you saying that the only reason why they protested for George Floyd is because nobody had been charged. That's what you're saying?
Absolutely. That's what it
Okay.
is.
Okay. But she's already been, oh my goodness, people texting me. I'm sorry, y'all. But so therefore, uh she's been charged and everything is cool with that. So there's no reason for them to do
What they
anything.
did is, remember, she lost her job, was fired,
Uh-huh.
and then was charged. So usually how it goes is the protesting comes to get the person charged or to cease the movement. They've done everything. There's been no need to. That's kind of
Okay. And is she gonna have a trial? Yeah. Okay. All right.
come on. What you think we was gonna do with her? Just give her a whipping? Tiffany, you know that
Ain't nothing gonna happen to her neither. It's
but you
not
know
gonna
that
happen. They not gonna do that. It's
you
just
don't
not
think
gonna
she's
happen.
gonna
It's
charge
just like they sitting up here saying that damn why I can't think of the man's name. But you know the man that had the island and he had all the children there and all of the celebrities would fly there and everything, go to the island and yeah. And they talking about they see him. It's been sightings of him. It's sightings of him on the
girl,
island and
stop.
all type of crazy stuff.
Stop. Tiffany.
I
They say
believe
they
him.
see Tupac every 2 years now.
Yeah.
But we know his ass is dead. That's kind of the conspiracy wings of things.
Yeah. It's convenient though. How nothing really ever happens to them, but people go along with whatever, and as we should, because if anybody shakes it up and it don't go the way that they want it to go, then it's really gonna be problems. So that's a good thing. It's really good. It's good, but nah, dude gonna be straight. I don't even see them doing no appeal. It's no reason to. It's no reason for them. I would be very interested to see if they try and appeal this. I really want to see if
Okay,
they're gonna
these
do
are
that.
the grounds they're trying to use the appeal situation now.
Do you
Okay.
think y'all think they're gonna try and appeal it?
What's her name? Yes. Yes, the defense is going to try to use what's her name? Maxine
Who?
Waters' statement as grounds for an appeal.
Yes.
Maxine Waters?
Yes, she made a statement
What she
in
say?
regards to this trial.
Oh, what she say?
Oh my God.
Come through, Maxine. What she say? Cause she a smart woman.
My
What did
Tiffany
she
will
say?
tell her what she said.
Mm.
I can't recall exactly what she said. I want to say what she said verbatim, but it was basically, oh, okay, I remember now. She told the public if he's not found guilty, they needed to get in the cop's face. They needed to be more upfront and more. It was certain statements she made in regards to the public. In other words, tear the country up, or
Well, yeah, basically she said,
yeah.
honey, go out and come back in. I'm trying to find that echo.
Okay.
What she basically said was, if he's not found guilty, she said, we need to, she said, stay in the streets. She said, what did she say? Get confrontational. And that was taken as though she was, well, by some people, that she was inciting potential violence. that was taken and so as a sitting member of Congress. All right, you, Tiffany. That's it. Go in and come back out, Tiffany.
All right. All right.
All right.
Cool.
Let me see. I gotta find. Okay, I'm looking for my echo. Do y'all hear echo?
Nope.
You hear what
No.
you
I
said?
knew where the echo was. You did.
Well, why y'all didn't tell me?
Well, I gotta say it.
You ain't shit. Okay, let me tell Tiffany she has an echo.
She's the
Again?
echo. Yeah,
I
you're the
got an echo
echo.
again?
You the echo, baby.
Damn.
It
I don't
says to be
normally
going now.
come in this way.
But I don't even know where to go now, y'all.
Li-
Ooh,
Listen,
Lord.
let me just sum this. I'm
Well,
gonna
put
sum
the
it
bus
up
back on
to
the
me.
road.
It's
Yeah, put it back on the road. My
what
two
what
cents.
happened.
We in the
You
field.
know, this whole entire incident happened behind something that shouldn't have. Okay, it was preventable. All behind a counterfeit $20 bill that turns out wasn't counterfeit to start with. Okay, you have an innocent man who was murdered in broad open daylight in front of hundreds of people. Well, let me, way more than that, hundreds of thousands at least. Uh, I mean, he was just he was his life was taken right before our very eyes. I know what my eyes saw. So anyone who chooses to be blind to it, or they don't believe what their own eyes saw, that's them. You know what I mean? That's on them. That's their business. But I know what mine saw. I know what I heard the man say. And this wasn't anything made up, scripted, any of that. It was loud, live, and in color. So yes, you have to call for them to make an arrest
Mm-hmm.
after he's murdered somebody. So yes, you have an outcry for, you know, his ass y'all need to go get him. That happened. Fast forward. We're in court. Cases are presented. His ass is found guilty. I mean, but by law, by right, but the people, but in my mind, he was guilty as soon as he did it. I didn't need a goddamn trial personally, but that's the way, that's due process or whatever. But he's been found guilty. Yes, he can and will probably appeal the verdict, but I really don't see anything changing. I don't see an appeal. Probably it may not even be granted at the end of the day. But one thing I do know, he is going to go to prison. Now, what state it's in, I really don't give a damn. I mean, personally, like, I would just love to see him go straight to hell. But he will go to jail. He will go to prison. That is for sure.
Hold on a minute. You know something that I heard. Well, hold up a minute, honey. When they were all the attorneys and everything, they were doing the conferences and all of that right after the verdict with Al Sharpton and all of them. Al Sharpton said something that made me kind of cringe. And I said, "Oh Lord, I hope this is not going to be grounds to appeal." He said, and he was calling them up and thanking people, and he said, "And Keith Ellison, the black people's what is it, general attorney, the highest attorney in the state." And I thought, is that words for this to be appealed? He said that.
He really need to shut
I
down
cringed.
and shut the fuck up and sit his old ass down somewhere.
He sure did. And then you have this other trial that's coming up now. And he said, finally, we black people have our own. Oh my God. Not district attorney. What's the damn highest attorney?
I mean,
But he
he up
said it.
there
I
with all
cringed.
that rah rah, and it's not even that shit's not even necessary to
I
do.
cringed.
It's not even necessary to do. He didn't even have to get up there with all that.
He sure did. And I said, oh, Lord. So if this is taken, if I'm just listening to this, I'm going to say, okay, as a white cop, I already had this stacked against me because, as quoted, the black people have their own this general attorney. But he said, I cringed when I heard that. I said, oh. And then this next trial, I said, oh, Lord, will that be picked up and used? And I'm like, just like you said, why all the rah, rah, rah? Yeah, it just stood
They
out.
still gonna be rah rah rah. Don't get too comfortable with the rah rah rah. And the reason why I say that is still three other men that's involved with this that go down.
Okay,
Okay,
it's
they go to
Minnesota.
court.
Okay, the correct term I had to just check because I'm dealing with a headache is the Attorney General. He says we
I
finally
said
have.
that.
Oh, you did. He said Keith Ellis, the Black People's General Attorney. Oh, I cringed, and he kept talking about this probably for about a minute, and I'm thinking, you do realize you have a white female officer going to be coming. Hey James, guy, thank you for the thumbs up.
They making it too easy to be
Yeah.
prejudicial.
I'm just telling you, I cringed with it. I was like, oh no. I can see if I was a white former cop and I had did this, you damn sure better believe I'm gonna try to use every appeal I can. Everything. Because nobody wants to go to prison. So of course. And these statements, I mean, fresh off the verdict. And if anybody think that those jurors are not going to be people are going to, the networks are going to be trying to interview them, each and every one of them. You're
Yep.
going to have your right wing network, your liberal network, and anybody that has any little crick in it, oh, that's grounds for appeal. Think about it. But you have
And
somebody.
I mean, yeah, and it's all really just it amounts to stall tactics, you know.
Yeah, but that right there was a misstep to me with Al Sharpton. This man has been in public relations, speaking civil rights for what 40 years. Why would you say the Black People's General Attorney? What? I cringed. I did. Just saying. Y'all go ahead. Just threw that in there.
Well, I don't give a damn how long he been fighting for civil rights. It could have been 100 years. I mean, just stand in the background, stand back there like Jesse Jackson was looking crazy.
No, I think something is wrong with Jesse. Did you see him almost tumble
Yeah,
over?
Jesse looked like he was plastered back, like he just was pasted in the picture.
I
He was
think he
standing so still, and somebody bumped him, girl. I thought he was actually gonna fall over. I
all
was
over.
like, what
Caught
the
his
hell?
I think his head is medically something. What is he? Probably in his 70s, right? I think something.
Girl, I don't know.
I think something wrong with him medically,
But
and I don't.
he looked like something is, yeah, like he has some kind
It
of
was
problem. But
reported that
see,
he
here's the
has
deal. What I couldn't
Parkinson's.
understand, they all standing
He
up
got
there like
Parkinson's.
some numb nuts, and no, only one person had a damn mask on. And like say
Yes,
Jesse and Al with their old asses, y'all know damn well y'all need 3-4 masks on.
but
The hell?
that was definitely a mistake step for him to say that. So okay, you're saying Keith Ellison isn't the white people's general attorney? Get out of here. That just was such a misstep. Why
Yeah,
would
he
you
just
do that?
yeah.
Maybe I guess he got caught up in the moment. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, Al know what it is, so he don't care. He
What
just
does
know
he know, Tiffany? Tell me. Y'all,
whatever.
I gotta get Tylenol. Y'all, go ahead.
He know what it is. So grape juice is good for headaches, by the way, as far as a natural cure. Because
Which
I'm all
one?
about
Hey,
natural.
talking about the dark grape juice or
Yeah,
the
just
light? Either one?
no, the red grape. The dark grape
Yeah.
juice.
Do it work
Yeah,
instantly? Cause I'm gonna send for some. Shit, my head has been
yeah,
hurting all day.
it does. I believe in only natural stuff. I got lupus. I don't know if you know, but
Yeah, you told me
I,
about it, baby. You
I
told me.
do all of the natural things, and my doctors get mad, but I don't care. I ain't finna. Man can't do better than God can do. Now that's just how I feel.
Okay, I believe that.
But yeah, Al know what's up. I mean, it's just like, I'm sorry. And no, it's not popular opinion.
My 2 cents,
Like
y'all handle that. I gotta run to get
when
stuff in my head.
when right before not Malcolm, but Martin Luther King died, he said, I led my people into a burning house. He realized that what he was doing wasn't good for his people. But he knew what he was doing. He was in cahoots with them folks the whole time. Everybody that they have in the forefront, and every time it's a big show of things, what I was trying to say to you ladies is this: whenever it's a big hoopla over something, you have to understand that they're doing this for a reason. Because why didn't they do this about the Trayvon thing? Why didn't they do it about the Michael Brown and all of the Sandra Bland and all of them? It was just a little bit and it left. Didn't nobody put Sandra Bland in no gold coffin? Didn't nobody all over the world do all of this? But over this thing right here, why this
Okay,
one? Why
hold
this
on.
one?
Okay, you know why this one? Because we were able to see it. It wasn't an after fact. People went live on their phones and we watched a man die. Okay? We watched that in live time. That's the reason why people all over the world was saying no more, because they watched that man die. And for that cop to stop people from saving his life,
Mm-hmm.
that's what pissed off people all over the world. He looked in the camera and said, fuck y'all, I'm doing this. That was a modern day lynching. That's what that was.
Does
And to
that make
be
the
so
Sandra Bland
cocky,
and the Trayvon Martin thing any less
Sandra
real?
Bland, hold on. Sandra Bland was not killed in our face. Do you understand
But
what I'm
does it
saying?
make it any less real though?
I'm not saying we ain't making it less real. What I'm saying is, for him to be as cocky as he was to kill that man right in our face, it was like enough is enough. We can't say that we weren't mad about all these people, because a lot of these people we didn't even know it happened, because it wasn't broadcasted everywhere. But this situation was broadcasted worldwide as it was happening.
I
Therefore,
feel you. I feel you. I feel you
different
on that.
effect. You see what I'm saying? It was a different effect
I
because
feel you.
we stopped our lives to watch this man die. It was a child out there. People was asking to help him. Unlike all the other circumstance where we found out after the fact, or it was a situation where we saw it after it happened. When it came to George Floyd, people went live as it was happening to that man. And we all saw ourselves in that situation. Being there, we're watching this on all social media sites, and we can't help this man. That life was taken
Okay, guys, I'm back.
right in our face.
Okay, and I feel you on that. And it's a scripture where the Pharisees asked Jesus to perform a miracle right in front of their face.
Mhm.
And Jesus asked them, how can you believe in God and you have never seen him?
Yeah.
You
Me.
need
I
me to
believe
show
in
you
God
something. You need
because
to see it
I
right
have
there in
my
your
own
face.
relationship.
And I'm gonna tell you
Hold on,
something.
wait a minute,
They know.
Tiffany, hold up. Let my two
Okay.
cents speak. Go ahead, my 2 cents.
They
I didn't say
know. They
anything.
know
No,
that
honey,
you
let her.
need to see it in your face. They know you need to see it. So they provided it. And
Wait
they
a minute,
provided this justice, this fake situation. And I hope
Tiffany.
that black
Hold up,
people will
baby.
be happy.
Hold up.
Okay.
Are you telling me? And I'm trying to understand this. Are you telling me that this man, I'm just gonna say this man, George Floyd,
Uh-huh.
decided, okay, with the government. We need to give the black people something to represent justice. So we're gonna sacrifice you, George. We need you to die. Or is that what you're saying? Because I'm confused. I mean, I'm lost, but then I'm dealing with a headache too. So hey, work with me. Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
I can see how you would think that is what I'm saying, but it's a whole bunch of people that have proven that this situation was staged. It's a whole bunch of people. I guess y'all haven't seen all of the things and all of the documentaries and all of the videos about how this was staged and everything. I guess nobody has seen that here. And
Hmm.
it's a good thing. Don't go look for it. Whatever you believe, then believe it. I'm not trying to and my brother has made several videos. He got over 300,000 subscribers out here on this YouTube. And he done made several videos talking about it too.
But you know
And
what? You know
that's
what?
what we believe.
But
And
you know what?
I understand what y'all believe too.
No, but you know what, Tiffany? This is the only difference is when you have, and I just call them conspiracy theories or things like that. Or say like they say, uh, back in the day they said that the space rocket never landed on the moon. What the
Right.
problem is when you're talking about the life of a human being,
Mm-hmm.
and that's affected by has a daughter, has a child, has brothers, sisters. I can't go there with you on that. When it comes with now, if it could be some kind of other conspiracy theory, like the government does this or that, I may go with you on that. But when it comes to faking one's death, that affects it's like a domino effect. It affects every living person that's connected to that person. That's where I can't go with you on. But I can go with you on some other theories involving the government. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
But now
Yeah.
when it comes to faking a whole death, that's a little too much for me. Do that make sense?
I got you. Yeah, I got you on
Yeah,
that.
babe, I have to get off the train on that one. Now, I can ride on some other stuff. But
I got you on that, but
that's
it
right.
is no possible way on God's green earth. When I watched it the first day on TV, I was like, hell to the no. Nobody can be on this man's neck, back, and leg, pinning him down, and he got breath to scream out for his
He
mother.
was struggling
It's
for
not
his life.
possible.
He was struggling for his life. Now
Okay.
we don't know when he actually died. Only God knows that. You understand what I'm saying? All we know, that
Mhm.
man died in front of us. Even after his death, that man was still on his neck. Okay,
You could see the moment he passed.
but do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then
Oh
the
yeah, I
ambulance
get what you're
people, they
saying.
roll up. They not even, because I got friends in freaking, and they did all the interviews. You can see it on YouTube. They went out when people were burning things down after the death and everything, or the so-called death or whatever. And they were like, that ain't even what our ambulance and ambulance people look like. Well, who's these people that came to
You know
get him?
what, though? You
Come
know
on.
what, though, Tiffany, I'm gonna leave it. Tiffany, I'm gonna leave it at like this to you, okay? If it wouldn't have been for the fact that there was somebody recording, not just one person, multiple people across the world was looking at this,
Yeah.
then you got the evidence. It's not just two or three people. You got people across the world that was looked at this. You had
Let me say this, honey. I agree. I'll go with her on the fact about the ambulance, the EMS that pulled up there.
I did a
Those were
video.
not those were not real EMS. Um,
That
that
was the
I
more.
did not believe that because first off, they knew he was dead already. So he really shouldn't have even been like what happened from that point. It shouldn't have even went down because he died right there. The only person
Mhm.
that should have come was the coroner.
And that's
That
who
man was
came and got
deceased.
him. And that's
Huh?
who came and got him. That was the coroner. They said they even
No, no,
tried to
no.
revive
Mm-mm.
That
him.
was an ambulance that pulled up.
Right.
But the young man the young man about the $20, he said he knew they wasn't taking him to no hospital because of the direction that
But
ambulance
again,
was
but let me tell you something. But the point that I'm getting to is this: they knew he was. They knew what had happened. They knew he had
Honey, take your
deceased.
phone. Mm-hmm.
They knew he had deceased, but they had to make it look otherwise
Mm-hmm.
because there were so many people around. Let me
Right.
tell you, I was witness to a guy who died. This was maybe 3 years ago. And now wasn't a police incident or anything like that. I think the dude took something or whatever, but anyway, he OD'd right on the sidewalk.
Mm.
And we look around, he done hit the ground, and everybody was like, what the hell wrong with him? He foaming at the mouth and going on. And I walked, we went over there. Hey, look, I wasn't about to try to resuscitate him because
Wait,
I just wasn't
my
doing
two
that.
cents. My 2 cents. You mean when you saw him, he was already was he dying or you
He was
literally witnessed?
dying.
Oh
Yes,
wow.
he was dying. We were not even, I don't know, maybe we weren't that far away from the guy. But, somebody saw when he fell. And of course, the first thought was, oh, is he drunk? You know what I mean? But when I walked over to him, when I walked over there and I looked down at him, I said, nah, I say, this dude, I say, he took something. And I said, I was like, I mean, I knew, I'm like, he's not gonna make it. And sure enough, by the time the ambulance got there,
Mm-hmm.
that guy was he was already gone. By the time I said he not gonna make it, I
Mm-hmm.
want to say within the next maybe minute and a half, he took his last breath, pissed himself, he was gone.
Mm.
And when the EMS got there, they basically they put because then people started coming around. People started like call this, because it's kind of neighborhood place. So somebody knew his family, so people started making calls to his family, telling them to come up there and stuff. But they picked the guy up, they put him in the ambulance. They acted as if they were like working on him. They didn't touch that dude because he was already dead. But see, they had to make it to keep, I guess, from people to getting like an uproar,
Worked
you know
up.
what I mean? Or people just like going crazy and the family screaming and how, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They had to make it look a certain kind of way, and I think that's what happened. With George Floyd, they picked him up and carried him off as if, they making it look a certain kind of way, and they knew he's dead, period.
Mm-hmm.
But people are gonna, I mean, the crying, the screaming, all that's gonna happen anyway. I don't even know what really the point is. They do tend to do that.
But you know what? You're the second person that's told me they actually saw somebody get killed. I guess fortunately I've never seen that happen. I don't even know how I would react.
seen it too.
You have too, honey? Oh my god.
Yes.
Shit.
Many
Okay.
of people.
Well, go and run yours through while we here, since we here.
What? What are you supposed to go through?
The person was it overdose or what?
No, he had a seizure. He had just left the hospital. He had a seizure. He was walking down the street and he had a seizure. And me and my girlfriend jumped out of the car to try to assist him. It was funny because nobody else did anything, nothing. And we were just like, the hospital was like right around the corner, call the paramedics. We was right at a Burger King. And
Jesus.
as far as resuscitation and things of that nature, we wasn't thinking on that account. It was just help this man. And we was trying to stop him from swallowing his tongue.
Mm.
He was on the ground though. We turned him on his back. We tried to stop him from swallowing his tongue. By the time the paramedics got there and they're trying to resuscitate him, they said there was nothing they could do. Nothing they could do. And
Well,
that broke my spirit and broke my heart because y'all riding, and just like we saw this man and we stopped to help this man, nobody else felt the need to want to help him. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
my
Because typically when a person gets, is deceased at a scene, right?
mhm.
Um, what do you see happen?
I don't know.
They cover the body.
Oh,
The
Mhm.
yeah.
person lie, they leave them, they don't move them, and they cover the body.
For me.
The coroner comes out, makes the call, they body bag them, and they take them, to the coroner's office.
Mm.
But see, you have situations, like I said, they basically assess the surroundings, what's
Yes.
going on around,
Now I did
as to
remember
how they handle it,
the
what they're
George
gonna do.
Floyd is somewhere up there. I made a video where it looked like I made that video because somebody sent it to me because they knew from Facebook, they knew I did YouTube, and I looked at it, and those were not the no, not the they were not. You could see that I put it up. I think no, I think YouTube might have made me take it off, like it was too gruesome, but those were not. But I did do a video. Do y'all remember that?
No.
I think it was the. I
Mhm.
think you didn't, you because you appealed it or something. I think it went back up, didn't it?
Yeah, it's somewhere out there, but I did do that. Somebody sent me that, and so that's true. But like I said, do honestly, as far as do I think that moving on because I want to get ready to wrap this up. We've been on for an hour. I think that he'll appeal it. Do I think the appeal, the conviction will be overturned?
No.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I would have said no, but with so much with Congresswoman Maxine Waters' statement. Then you had, like I said, Al Sharpton 5 minutes after a verdict talking about we got the black people's general attorney. 5 minutes. Are you kidding me? Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Nah, it can't be overturned. I don't even see
You
why they
don't
would
think
appeal it. It can't be.
because he said to like if that's the case, then what's his name? Chavez, he never had a chance. It was the deck was stacked. If that general attorney is gonna prosecute a black man, I mean a white man, come on. I'm just saying. I don't
Yeah.
know. It just was stupid shit that Al Sharpton said. I could have punched him in his slick hair. Hell, 5 minutes. Like, really? And then it's like, we're not at church. They're bringing all of these 150,000 people up here. Come on and say something. Okay. This one now, I was down with the prayer. I was down with the prayer. Okay. Now, we don't
I
need.
mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but
Go ahead,
but
baby. Go
I,
ahead.
I think that is a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
For me personally, the only person that I would have wanted to hear from, um, was was his family. Period.
That's
Exactly.
it.
And then and
That's
how they
it.
felt in that, how they feel in that moment.
Yep.
Other than that, everybody else could have said the shit. For me,
You saw all
I'm
them
good on that.
150 million people up there. Did you not see all that? That was ridiculous. I mean, you got third, fourth, fifth, 16 cousin, 1,000 lawyers. It was like, what the fuck? And I'm gonna be
I
honest.
mean, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Just so a few,
Yeah,
representatives, his brother, the cousin, what I'm saying? A few family members like that, that's enough. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of y'all that want to have something to say, I mean, damn, all y'all have your own platforms. Like, go on the shit, go get on the radio, Al, and talk shit. You know what I mean? But like all that,
but
it just, for me, it just wasn't necessary.
okay, now remember, you guys, if you hear this throughout in the news, your local or your national news broadcast, and these pundits talk about it, your girl over here, Truth Slayer, is the first one that pointed it out to you. I'm just saying, give me my flowers. Okay, I'm just saying, y'all remember me now. Don't shit. I call that shit.
Well, kind of how I am. I'm gonna really be tuned in. I won't really be watching it. I've had enough of it personally. So whatever I do get, it'll just be little cliff notes, from you
Yeah,
or from
yeah.
Honey. I'm
I'm
good.
saying, but I called it out like no, no, no. But and before we get off, y'all, we're gonna go around the thing and see if he is if because I think it said in 8 weeks he'll be
Yes.
sentenced. Uh, it, if he gets a sentence, I want y'all to tell me how much time, Tiffany, you got to get in on this with your conspiracy ass. But you get how many years, and we're gonna see. We're gonna come back in 8 weeks and see who got the closest or who got it. It's
Now
just
y'all pay attention to this verdict. Okay, not the verdict, to his time, his sentencing,
well, we
because it's
yeah.
really going to be about that little girl.
Okay, I'll start it off, and then we'll go from me to my 2 cents.
Now you go last. You go last.
Okay. Well, Tiffany, we're gonna let your conspiracy ass start it off. Go ahead, girl.
I think they'll give him life because it ain't gonna matter anyway. Because he gonna be enjoying himself probably somewhere in Acapulco or I don't know
I don't think
somewhere
I'm gonna do that.
Taiwan or something.
I don't know what
Cuba.
I'm gonna do with Tiffany. Damn it! You just had to go all the way life, really?
May as well go on ahead and
Because she
give him
said
life because
she
he ain't
don't
never
have
coming
a
back
happily
either.
ever after.
He gonna be living life real good, just like George Floyd's family. Y'all said maybe they should have said something. They ain't got nothing to say. How they feel? They feel rich. That's how they feel.
I can't with you, Tiffany. I'm gonna keep my sarcasm to my damn self. 'Cause
They
I'm
feel
two
rich.
steps off of it, goddamn it. I'm 2 steps off of it. Woo!
They far
Oh,
from rich.
hello.
Okay, honey, go ahead. What you got?
I believe that he'll get the max based on
Oh my God, you're going with her?
no, I'm not saying life. I'm not
Okay,
saying life,
40 years.
but
40.
I'm thinking at least 20. At the very least 20. Because that little girl is going to be the deciding factor. Because she witnessed them murder a man in front of her. And she knew it. So her being on the witness stand, that judge is going to take that in account when he sentenced that man.
Okay, we got Tiffany with life, honey. 20 years. My 2 cents.
Well, I I don't really know. What I would like to see him now, I don't know what the sentences are, what the maximum they carry. Is it
I
20,
can tell
honey?
you this. Wait a minute. I can tell you right now. On the first count of unintentional murder, he faces up to 40 years. On the second
Okay.
count of third degree murder, 25 years. And on the third count of second degree manslaughter, 10 years. So you got 10.
I think he will probably get sentenced to 40. I think he'll get 40 years. What I want him to get is life. I
Okay, if
personally would like to see him get life. Um, and each day of that sentence, I want that video of him kneeling on George Floyd's neck played in his cell. I
Yes.
want his ass to wake up to it, go to bed to it. Wake up to it, go to bed to it.
okay, y'all, let me
For
give
the
you.
rest of his trifling ass life.
I
Uh,
like you.
I'm gonna get okay. My thoughts are, I think that he will get. I think because it's at the discrepancy of the judge. I think he's gonna get 15. He'll probably do 12. And I know you people, your women, everybody say, no, I didn't say that. That's why we got to tape when we come back here in 8 weeks to see who either nailed it or got the closest to it. I said 15.
And what the
Honey
hell
said
we
20.
gonna get? Nothing but congratulations.
Yeah,
Oh, nigga,
congratulations.
what
Shit.
up?
Yeah, wrong with y'all.
If it's me, I want a cash app,
Okay, you
cash
know
app.
what? This is it.
Boom.
You know what?
You
All
so
of us.
crazy.
No, we're gonna. This is how we do this. Everybody cash out to win a $5, so they'll at least get $20.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's cool.
Look, let me ask you too. Did they say where he going today? Tonight? Is
Oh,
he
he's
going
gonna be
home?
admitted.
No, no,
No,
they're never
Hell
Tiffany.
tell
no, he
where
ain't
he's
going
going.
home.
No, his bail
No,
was
he went
immediate.
to jail.
His bail was immediately revoked, and he was remanded into custody. I
He
just
is in
know.
custody, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm, okay.
So just so okay, anybody want to change the numbers before we end this? I said
She
15.
she think he hopped up. They put him on a plane to Acapulco. That's what she think.
Well, we girl, oh,
No, just in a nice hotel.
girl.
Nah, baby.
That ass went to jail.
Oh my God. But I really believe they gotta give the black people, they gotta give us
When?
life. They gotta give us life. They got to.
Okay,
That's the only right thing to do.
Tiffany, you said, but life is. Wait a minute, Tiffany. I think you need to understand this number before you say that. I'm gonna let you amend that. Life is not even on the table.
It
40
sure
years is
is.
life to me. 40, he already older than them. 40
No,
years
he's
is
not.
life.
The man is in his 40s.
Yeah, that's life.
Well, if you, I want to be clear now. If your life, so you're gonna say 40 years because
Yeah, 40
that's
years is life to me. It's the same thing to me.
all
He
right.
gonna be what, 80 something?
But over here, we got to
Bruh,
be
nah.
specific, girl. When we talking about gambling, we talking about some bets, some money, shit. 40. So Tiffany has 40 years. My 2 cents. What you got? 40.
Yeah, yeah.
That's gonna be
Maximum.
interesting.
They gotta do that for
So
black people.
y'all two may win if they get 40. Honey said, did you say 20 or 25?
She said
20.
20.
I said 15.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know how old you ladies are, and I don't care. All y'all beautiful, far as I know. So, but I know y'all know about that song "Whoa," and y'all know Black Rob just died, right?
Yeah. Like, whoa.
Hell
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay, it's really funny to me. It's funny to me that Black Rob just, came
Don't
on
you forget.
television, saying what he had to say about DMX and looking really frail and bad and everything. Well, here's one part of the subject that people probably don't know, or maybe you do. But Joe Budden came on. The Joe Budden podcast comes on
Mhm.
Mondays, Wednesdays, and
Right.
Saturdays.
I watch him.
Joe Budden came on Wednesday, and he said, let's talk about Black Rob and what he going through and whatever. And then the white dude that's on his, show on his panel said Puff needs to do something to help him. Cause,
Right.
Black Rob made a whole lot of money for Puff off of just even that one song. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then Joe Budden was like, no, I'm not going to be checking no other man's pockets or nothing. I'm about to get something started. I'm going to buy Black Rob a home, period. I don't care. I can give at least $50,000 to getting him a home. Right when that happened, a lot of us might not have been paying attention to it, but it's just mighty funny that Joe Budden said that on Wednesday, on his Wednesday show, and then Saturday, Black Rob died.
Wait a
That is
minute, Tiffany. You
real
are not
crazy,
about,
ain't it?
girl. You ain't even about to be bird. What the hell? It was just a coincidence. The man was already frail.
Mm-hmm.
So we ain't doing this with your ass, Tiffany. I ain't going. I'm not going with you. Get on that damn crazy ass bus by yourself. No, the man.
Well,
I ain't licking no windows though. I'm just sitting there on the bus,
Well, hell, you got a good
heading to my
still.
next
But
I don't know.
destination. I'm just
Yeah.
headed to my next destination. But
Hell no. I
see,
all of this,
listen. I'm
all of this stuff,
gonna add this
really
my little 2 cents
coincidence.
in
This is
here.
not coincidence. This stuff ain't coincidence.
I'm gonna add my 2 cents to that.
Mm.
Okay, when you have
Yeah, go ahead.
an artist, no, huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I got to check on something.
Okay, when you have an artist who has, they do what they do, whether it's writing, performing, whatever. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah.
And say, okay, yeah, oh, he made Puffy should do this, that, and the third. He made him this amount of money, XYZ, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
But what I can't understand is why is it Puff's responsibility to do anything for him? He made it his money and got paid for what he did. What did he do with his money?
I fully agree with you. And that's what Joe Budden said. Joe Budden said, F all of that. I'm going to do something.
Well, and that's fine that he took that upon himself to do it. But what I'm saying is, it's the same thing far too many times when it comes to these rappers and things like that. See, they live a certain lifestyle. Really, they live above their means,
Yeah.
and they blow a whole lot of goddamn money on bullshit instead of saving and or investing the money that they do earn, because this shit ain't gonna last forever, and you wind up sitting around looking like he was looking. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the dead, I'm just saying, you know what
Was
I
Kim
mean?
looking like that? Kim wasn't looking like that. She still looked like a supermodel. But
Ooh, ooh,
Kim Porter. What happened to her?
oh,
We still don't know what happened to Kim. It ain't even, she ain't had no heart attack. She just fell
but we
dead one day.
but no, we don't. But what I'm saying, but we're talking about somebody who was at their height, at a height in
Mhm.
that rap game or whatever,
She was
and
at the height
now
of her
they
model
damn
game
near
too.
on Skid Row.
Hmm.
How is that anyone else's responsibility? How are they someone else's responsibility? They're their
I
own
don't think that it
responsibility.
was
That's just my point.
right. Right. I
I
agree.
mean, you
I
know
don't
what I'm
think it was
saying?
Puff's
Whatever got
responsibility.
him, whether it was some illness he had, because I don't know what was wrong with the dude, but whether it was an
Yeah, he had
illness or whether it was
kidney failure.
Kidney failure, yeah.
He needed
okay,
another kidney.
okay. Well, that's okay. That's something, you know what I'm saying, you don't have control over, you know what I mean? Like maybe, he may or may not have even lived with a transplant. I don't know. But at the same time, and again, that's my whole point of saying what I'm saying. You do not know what the future holds. You don't know how you gonna end up. And so while you're up there, while you making that money like that, invest it wisely, save it, put it. You know what I'm saying? All that blowing money, popping bottles, and all that lifestyle that they try to live and spending money on jewelry and just material bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And now you have somebody, you end up homeless and shit, and then folks looking at the person who you worked with 15 years ago to have, I mean, I'm speaking hypothetically, but they looking at this person like, oh man, why don't you ought to do something for him and da 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 da. What the fuck is they gonna do for themselves?
Now, just if
Nobody's responsible for you.
well, just why since you said that,
But
just
don't. But wait a minute. Let me finish. Let me finish this statement.
Mhm.
I just feel like it was unfair for P Diddy to be charged up
Oh yeah.
to, and putting that out there. Oh, he ordered this and he ordered that. No, he ordered not shit. Now, if it's on his heart to do it, then let him do it on his own. But don't sit up there and try to push or shame the man into doing something for Black Raw. You know what I'm saying? That
Well,
I'm done.
no, I'm saying it. He did. Unfortunately, he did get drug on social media. They drug his ass. Oh, bad boy should have do something for him. But you're absolutely right, because you don't know. Sometimes it's not about your legal responsibility, but maybe just because out of love, moral responsibility. Like, hey, this was my brother. We
But how do we or anybody really knows what their relationship was? He
how
might
do
not have felt like
you
that about him.
what you say? Say that again.
I say, how does anybody know what their relationship really was?
We don't. That's the thing. We don't.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, so why put that on Puff to for him to do this or that? That wasn't his responsibility. He don't
You,
know. I mean, they could have. He was like, man, he could have been like, fuck that dude. Like, man, he got paid what he paid. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't like when people, outsiders especially, they come popping in and telling somebody else what they should do for
because
somebody.
that's what
No, motherfucker, this my money. I made money. He made money.
I
I invested
agree.
mine wisely. He didn't.
I agree, but that is just how it is in society. If you're the big
Cause
king,
you ain't gonna push a goddamn thing on me or make me do nothing that I'm not moved to do.
well, I guess if you are in Diddy shoes, we gonna have to drag you on social media. You gonna do this,
Well,
right?
get the goddamn dragon, cause I don't give a fuck.
But I mean, you're right, but it's kind of like the thing. Am I my brother's keeper? It doesn't matter what I blew through or what I didn't. If I'm in a bad position and we were close or what were close or whatever, am I
But
my
again,
brother's?
we don't know that they were just because they work together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can work with you. Let's make this money. I can put my differences aside with you. We got a bag to get. But once that bag is made, it's deuces.
True. But that's all. I mean, I just think society tends to put that on. The onus is if you have more, like they could say that about Jay-Z and Damon Dash. Damon Dash supposed to be broke, right? Well, why don't Jay-Z go help him? Think about it. It could be anybody, any of them. But
It's not Jay-Z's responsibility to do shit for Dame.
no, it's
That's
not.
not his responsibility. Dame
No.
Dash had a whole slew of money of his goddamn own. Now, whatever he did to fuck it off or whatever, that's his business. That's
My
on
name
him.
is Tiffany Black, and I wouldn't accept. Jay-Z couldn't give me $1 out of his wallet. I wouldn't accept it. So,
Well, Tiffany Black, he can pass me your dollar and add one for mine to me.
But I'm
no,
just
ma'am.
sorry, but you understand what I'm saying? When you have
Satan can
all of
bless
these
you
other
just like
people,
Jesus can, and no, thank you. I don't want Satan's blessings. I'm good.
I mean, that's why I said people need to stop that saying what somebody else ought to do for somebody. Shut up.
You know what? That is kind of, to me, that is kind of pocket watching in a way, in a sense.
It is. Yeah, it
I
is.
mean,
And
sort of,
listen,
slightly.
just because he has it, that that is like these people think that, oh, he has a gazillion dollars,
Mm-hmm.
like he can give him something. Don't
Mm-hmm.
nobody have to give you shit. And
And
that's
you know
just
what? That's a
facts.
popular belief amongst the Black community. And I'm
There
glad
you
that I
go.
get
There
to
you go,
hear
Tiffany.
y'all talk
Exactly.
about this today because I really wanted to know about that. And I'm glad that I'm listening to y'all say that because it's only like that with us. Because I'm
Mm.
telling you, them Jewish
Interesting.
people, they gonna take care of theirs. That when soon as you graduate high school and everything, they gonna give you $100,000 for you to invest, for you to go to school, for you to do whatever, and then they'll give you money to go to college and plus $100,000 to stack up or to put in Bitcoin or to put in any kind of investment or whatever. But we don't. We say, oh,
But
no,
you know
nobody owe
what?
you nothing. We ain't got to do nothing. When you get 18, you got to get the hell up out of here.
Now that's
It's
interesting.
crazy.
My 2 cents. And Tiffany,
It's
do you
crazy.
think that that's more a black, our culture, like think
Yeah,
you
it's
supposed to help?
us. It's us. Most definitely.
Do you
Most
think that?
definitely.
My two
Because
Well,
cents.
I
well,
mostly
I
date
beg to
men
differ.
outside of my
I beg
race,
to
Wait a
differ
minute,
because
Tiffany.
I
and
do
it
know
don't
some
happen like
white
that with
Tiffany.
them
people.
Tiffany,
I
let
at
mean,
all.
go ahead. My 2 cents.
no, I just say I beg to differ. It's not just us because
Really?
I know a good number of white people,
Mm.
okay, who are very well to do. Okay,
Hmm.
they have money. They raised and provided for their kids. They sent them to college. They bought them their first car. They did all that. They did it, they did it all. And then it's like, go make your money. Go get it. I even have a friend who bought his son and his son his first home. And you know, but he's like, okay, I've done all I'm going to do. See what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I get her point about, because yeah, typically we do, like people can't wait for their kids to get 18. It's like, you got to get out of my house and put them out. No, I don't agree with that because just because they're 18 doesn't mean that they're mature. Doesn't mean that they have the wherewithal to actually and are ready to go out into this world and do what they need to do. It may take them till they 19, 20, 22. You know what I mean? So they all are not ready at that point. And no, I personally don't agree with putting your child out of the house, but to each his own. You do in your home what you want to do. Um, but what we're talking about are people who are more than grown, way, way grown,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
that was out here earning and making money, doing what they did or whatever, and made money to take care of themselves. And they was living life like there was no tomorrow.
That's true.
They were spending money like there was no tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. A child is different, you know.
You're talking about these artists out here that got this money, became millionaires. They're buying these chains, cars, and all this, and then
Stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Has Cardi B learned to drive yet?
No.
This bitch got
she
more
ain't never
motherfucking
gonna do
cars
it.
and can't drive now.
Thing.
Come on, now make it make sense.
And I think that she's gonna end up like Little Kim and the one what's Foxy Brown. Them not have shit.
That my point. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but at
They
the
don't
same
think
time, though,
they
I'm
don't
not
think
finna
about their
look at-
futures. They don't think they ever gonna get fucking old.
I'm not
You
gonna
know?
look at nobody suffer and not help them. That's all I can say. That's just me. I don't care
Now,
what you
see,
did, if you're a
but
bad
see-
person, if you're a good person. If you suffering, I'm gonna try to help you.
But see,
Like-
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Tiffany, I think that you mean specifically because of Black Rob, he needed another kidney. And
Yeah.
you would think that Diddy have means to make that happen.
Yeah, he does.
So
Instantly.
that right there, I can take exception to.
He had
on
means
that
to make
because
what
that's gonna
happen.
save his life.
To get him a whole kidney instantly. I'm gonna tell you something that Diddy did. I'm gonna tell you. I want to talk about one thing that
Y'all up
Diddy
here,
did.
y'all talking like he could have went to the goddamn local supermarket and purchased a goddamn kidney
That's
for the
exactly
man.
how I'm saying it, ma'am.
No.
That's exactly how I'm saying it. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. Diddy stood in Al B. Sure's face and told him, "You are no longer this boy's daddy." And Al B. Sure said, "Okay." Got a lot of power.
You know what? I actually saw the what was that?
Live.
Unsung. No, Unsung. And I heard Al B. Sure. And I heard his son, different ones. Now that's out of his own mouth. He wasn't part of that boy's life. He was not. Al B. Sure was not a part of the
he wasn't. Because Diddy told him he couldn't be.
I'm talking about he ain't say that.
That's a whole child. That's a
He
whole
going down
different.
that rabbit hole.
That's a whole different something else.
Ain't no woman on this planet Earth gonna tell me about
I'm backing this train up.
That's my daughter's
backing
name
the
is
train
Heaven.
up because as far as that man needs a damn kidney, it requires for somebody to die, and he also has or someone to donate him a kidney who has to be a match. Does he have family? Did his family step up? Did they go to get tested to see if they were a match to give him a kidney? Aunt, brother,
wish I had
sister,
y'all email.
cousin.
I'll send you some stuff that'll change your whole perspective.
No. But all I'm simply saying is y'all made this statement as if Diddy could just buy the dude a kidney. That's not the way it goes. Whether he can buy it or not is not the issue. He has to have a match, honey. He has to have a match in order for it to take and for him to be able to live with it. So it don't matter if he spent $50 billion for the man a kidney. It doesn't mean that his body could still reject it.
True.
They don't cost that much. He can have 2 or 3
I was speaking hypothetically.
It wouldn't cost a number like $50,000.
I was speaking hypothetically, sweetheart.
Hold on.
I'm speaking for real because I watched the documentary.
But the real is it doesn't matter whether if he paid $1 or even a goddamn penny for a kidney. Okay, the amount of money doesn't matter what he could afford to do. Whatever it costs, that doesn't mean that his body would not reject the kidney.
Yeah, I agree.
We agree. All right, hey, this is a good spot right here where we done got with the kidney. With the kidney, we got a good kidney and no Black Rob doing good. At that point.
I mean, everything ain't about no goddamn money. Fuck.
Well, my thought was just if it gives somebody a chance to live. Now I'm talking about live.
Right.
Your life is at stake. If I can help you out, without
Right.
harming
Yeah.
myself. Now, without harming myself, I want to be like that. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I do too.
See,
I
let me
ain't
tell you
trying to
something.
harm myself.
See, people donating kidneys. I'm gonna tell you who fucked that up.
Ooh,
George Lopez fucked that up for people.
what he did? What happened with him?
You know he was married to that his wife. What all the motherfucking years she donated him a kidney. She was a match, and then
Mm-hmm.
he fucking turned around and divorced that woman.
No,
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
I didn't know that. That's so.
Yeah.
girl,
That's
yeah.
true.
So I
That's
mean,
true.
he really fucked it up for everyone.
Girl,
That's true. You got a point with that.
I done gave you my kidney. I'm gonna try to cut it out.
I mean, because I mean, listen, there was a friend of mine, a guy I know, who he ended up, I don't know, he got sick, and it's just like his health, just like one thing hit him after another, right?
Mm-hmm.
Diabetes, or his heart, I mean, it was just like boom, 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 boom. And he was on the donor list and I want to say at the time when he he was put on the list was like, he had a wait of like about 3 years. So it's very long.
You don't think that actually money? I'm not saying on that list. If you
There
got
are people who, okay, I get what I already know where
money,
you're
to make
going.
stuff
Money
safe.
does talk, right? And
That's
money
all.
can buy things, even organs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it can't. All my point is this: whether it doesn't matter how much money someone pays to get bumped to the front of the line,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't mean that that kidney is going to be a match for you anyway. You still may die, and whoever paid that dollar or that $1 billion for the kidney for you, you still may die. It
Yeah, but
still may not take.
hey,
Your body still could reject it.
but guess what? It
So,
does give you a fighting chance. At least
um,
it puts you in the arena, even if it rejects. But without that, you don't have a chance. That's my point. It puts you in the game. Now you may bring me knife. You may get rejected, but you gotta be in it. We know without any,
but if it's not available,
but
then you're still in the same spot.
at least give me the
Who
opportunity.
put Black Rob in the hotel that he was living in when he died?
I thought he was in the hospital. Was he in the hotel?
He was in. Who got him the hotel? Did
Ramon?
he? Did he? Did he got it?
Oh, I don't
That's
know.
all. That's all I got to say. Did he got it? Then when
No,
you
I
heard
don't
another
know.
man,
I don't know.
when you
I don't
heard
know if he did
another
or not.
man say that he was gonna change Black Rob's life and get him a home, not just a hotel or nothing temporary, he was gonna get him a home.
But
Then he
before
ended up
Tiff,
dying. I'm just
Tiff,
saying it's real. That's such a big coincidence. I'm just
it's a
saying.
coincidence, Tiffany. Leave it at that. Don't you start that shit. You gotta leave it. It was a coincidence.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's a
Y'all need
big
to say that.
coincidence. When you
Yes.
heard another man say he was gonna do it, you couldn't be outdone, could you? Cause you just put him in a hotel. You didn't. You weren't working on getting him no home. You weren't
You
working
know
on
what
that.
though? There's a lot of stuff that go on behind the scenes that we don't know anything about. Think about it. A lot of stuff, a lot of shit going on that we don't know anything about. But y'all, hey,
I
Better
love
off
y'all. I
not
had so
knowing.
much fun. I hope to have fun with y'all again. I know y'all gonna be thinking I'm a crazy conspiracy person. I'm really not. I'm
that's all right.
cool.
I told you I ride with you
The
sometimes.
jury is still out, Tiffany.
Exactly. So, no.
The jury is still out.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. But I
We
can't
had
wait
fun.
until these 8 weeks till we see what happened and if they gonna appeal. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm gonna be looking for y'all. I
Oh, we
can't
come
wait.
on here. We are. This is my two girls. We be on here all the time. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm subscribed and I got my notifications on, so we gonna be good.
Now, when your ass when you going too far, I'm gonna have to say, put the brakes on this damn bus. Let me
Pump
off.
them brakes on me, mama.
Let me
I
off.
know.
Let me off. Let me off. All right, but thank you, honey. I had to drop out. But thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, my 2 cents. And Tiffany, come back and see us. It's been fun. I did have fun.
I had so much fun, ladies.
And this is a breath of fresh air from the shit that I normally do every day, arguing and cussing out bitches all day. This is great.
No, we don't do that over here. I don't. We don't. I have. You look. I don't have one beef in video. I've never talked about even a beefer, a person
Well,
in you.
you know, I swangs and bangs all day for goddess, and I do it all day. Gonna do it tonight. They already done text me and told me we gonna be banging tonight, so that's what it is.
All right, girl. But I had fun with you. And,
All right.
thank you so much for coming by.
All right. Peace, love,
Peace, love.
prosperity to you, ladies.
All right. All right, you guys. This is your girl, True Slayer. Have fun. Different opinions. A little new air. That's okay, my 2 cents. Thanks. We had a good time. Y'all, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And this has been your girl, True Slayer, and we are out. Peace.